A lot of the tools that are very important are portable power tools that are in a cabinet, like over there. Would be like a bank of routers set up to do specific operations. I size up guitar blanks sometimes faster with this than I can the joiner, because I got my joiner set up really fine. A really fine cut as far as changing angles and whatnot. This, lots of routers set up for specific operations. This one, laminate trimmer here. Here's the most important thing of all. If you don't use these ear protections, you will lose hearing by the time you're my age for sure. And these are an example. 2 heads, 3 bases. So between it, you can get a lot of mileage from that. I will show you some other time how these are used in conjunction with other apparatus to make certain cuts on guitars. By and large, these are tools, I guess, I only use for guitars, and the last few years it's way overgrown. Now, the spatula gets used for a zillion things, but it's one of my most important guitar repair tools. The screwdriver is specific for National's Resophonic guitar, old ones, National guitar screws. Yes, the fret file doesn't get used for anything else, so it really does tend to be stuff that's just guitar. If you just one shot over here of the drill press being used as a polisher, like if this was in the background of somebody else's photo, I would immediately know that they were using that to polish their guitars. That was the method they used. I got a polishing lathe on down the way, but there's action I get from this that I can't get. There's leveling effects from it or whatever. You know, I'd see this hanging on here by a magnet and know that for some operation or other that's used in some way or other to hold a vacuum hose. There's just things. Plus, you can see polish splattered all over it at the moment, but it enables me to slow it way down and run it at a speed slower than a traditional polishing unit would be. You know, portable like automobile polisher. It's like you grind the wood. The top is thickness sanded to the thicknesses. The same thing with the back and sides. Abrasive techniques throughout it are really, really important. Or abrasive techniques of making a bridge like this and making it smooth and polished out when you're done. There's not much jigged up in the way I build a guitar in major tools. I'm cutting a curve on a bandsaw. I can just cut the curve of the braces and not fool around with something, with a jig or something like that. And I think that's true for almost all guitar makers. I would start by laying out the top, and the top is going to, you know, you're going to have the shape of the guitar you're going to be, and then you're going to have the relationship of everything. So in other words, where this sound hole is going to be on that top is going to vary depending on where this fingerboard is, the length of the fingerboard, and all those kind of things. So I would lay that all out. Because actually, any instrument, if you can build a nice top, you can build a nice instrument. If I could make a perfectly good violin top, then I could make a violin. If I was recommending to somebody else, I would kind of say make a fingerboard and a bridge. Kind of, you know, afterthought pieces, but you could start with them because it would establish, you know, what scale length the fingerboard is going to be and what dimensions and such like that, and you could use those 2 pieces to lay out the rest of your guitar.